Not quite ready. There it is. Okay, I lost my game. Oh, I'm falling. Help. Crunch. What the heck? All right. Where am I? I'm lost. Where's my farm? No, I really am lost. Where in the hell's my farm? There it is. Holy smokes. You know what? I don't have any chat. Ah, there we are. Andy, Scorp. There's everybody. Now I just need to see it on the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Scorp. Here, I was ready a half hour ago. I really was. And then I thought, okay, I got plenty of time. And I walked out and was talking to Carol. And we were just, all right, talking about stuff. And all of a sudden I heard my grandfather clock go, bong. And I thought, oh, shit, that's 1 o'clock. And I come running in and I was lost. All right, let's go to work. We got work to do. This one needs planting, I guess. Growing sugar beets, growing potatoes, harvested. This one just needs plowed. Got a lot of plowing to do. That one needs to be grass picked up, grass picked up, grass picked up. That one needs to be mowed. Is it ready? It says it is. It doesn't look like it, but it says it is. So how's everybody today? Scorp, where are you at today, Scorp? Don't tell me you're at work. Did I not change the Christmas stuff? Is there still Christmas up? I came in last night and worked the farm a little bit. And took Santa Claus down. But I think I forgot to change the memes back to farming. You're at home awakened. You're at home eating ice cream, I know. Ask Andy if he thinks that would be good. Scorp was at home last night eating eggnog ice cream. And I'm not sure about that. If that would be, I like eggnog. I don't know if I'd like. I'm not a real big ice cream fan. Store memes. Andy, Matt. Yeah, I still got the Christmas stuff up, don't I? I wonder if I can change that while I'm online. Let's see. I have to go over to the other PC to do it. Let's see. I have to log in. I have to log in with YouTube. Oh, what's my password? I don't know. Well, maybe I won't be doing it over there. Okay. trees mowing. I got something to show you guys. Some work I did last night. I worked last night on the farm. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's do that one. Eggnog ice cream, Andy. Timandu. Got friends who will love to join next time. Hit me up on DC Grave 485. Okay, I don't know what that is. All right, let's see. I gotta do. Farm sim. Okay, that's not it. Oh, I have it listed under memes. Okay. Rude man panic, rude man bad tree. There it is. All right. Let's see if I can cut that. Well, I don't want to cut it. I'm going to copy it. And we're going to do CloudBot. I'm going to do loyalty, timers, edit. All right, we'll see if that worked. And we're back. Dennis, how's Dennis doing? Happy New Year, Dennis. Yep, a fancy sweater on. All right, let me show you what I did. So you guys saw me last week sometime. I purchased some more land. So let's put the map on. I purchased these two fields, 146 and 150. Now that I've bought them, if you look at this line right here that goes all the way around the field, that's a plow line. So I got myself a small plow, and I plowed around along the road here and along the road here, and then all the way back to the river and around. So I've got a border for both of those fields. And now I have to clear trees. I did clear some if they interfered with the border. So as I went around, like here, there was a ton of trees. See this spot right here? This was all trees. All of this was. And I cleared all of that out. And then I cleared this out here. And I just have the stuff in the middle now. I cleared this middle, but I didn't clear everything. I got a couple of little spots here to clean up. And then I can plow this field. There's the border. I was gonna go in closer to the river, but the problem is he put rocks in. So he's got these huge boulders. So it wouldn't do me any good to take the trees out. I can't plow over the boulders. So I stayed out of the river area and just went around the edge here. And then I did the same thing over here. And again, I've got all this stuff to do in the middle. Obviously, I worked the other one better. This one I just worked through here just to get the border in, trying to avoid the big rocks. And so now I got to clear all these trees out. But I got plowing to do too, regular plowing in other fields besides that one. So Jeremy's in the house. Is that Nick? Nickelwood, how are you? Where did I get the mower? And hello to you. I think I just got it off of Mod Hub USA, because that's the only Mod Hub thing I use for mods, except for Giant themselves. It might be on Giant. You might check on Giant and see if they have it. What are you playing on though? Are you playing on PC or a console? I mean, not that it matters, except for they have more mods for PC is all. And sometimes a mod they may have for PC they don't have on a console. Jeremy, what's up? Hope you're having a good new year, and I hope you had a good Christmas. That goes for everybody, by the way. PC? Yeah, ModHub US. Scorp just put a link to it. I use that one because there's not a big hassle in using it. You can get direct downloads there. Instead of some of these mod places where you have to click, it sends you to another page that wants you to sign up for something, and maybe in the background it's loading something on your computer, and then you have to ask permission for a download, and then it gets you to another page, and they want to sell you something. It's just I hate those kind of pages. ModHub so far will give you a direct download. So if you find a mod you want, you hit direct download, it downloads it to your PC, you put it in the game, and it works. Okay, the memes got corrected, I see. In the chat, they're showing just the farming memes instead of the Christmas ones. So, Christmas. Okay, let's get this guy going here. Is this the big field? Oh, this might be the big field. Okay. How do we have it set up? Okay, let's set this up. I'm going to hit the reset, and then I'm going to hit headlands first, and OK, and hire a worker and see what he's going to do. So no Taco Bell today. Somebody gave me a batch of homemade tamales, pork tamales. Man, they were good. I had one for lunch. Thank you for the. Oh, you're welcome. Like I say, though, that might be on Giants, too, and Giants would be really easy to get. And if it's on Giants, you could probably get it for, I know you said you have a PC, but for anybody else that's listening, if you go to Giant, generally, if it's on there, they'll have it for consoles as well. Okay. Now, I did take down all the Christmas stuff, so all of that's gone. And yep, it's gone. Okay, so Christmas is gone for this year. I've got both my plows working. So let's see about seeding, planting. Oh, I got to pick up grass too. Yeah, I got too many things to do. Okay, here's the plow I used to create the new fields. So now I got to go in and get all those trees, like, and I've not been doing it with equipment. I've been doing it by just deleting the trees. Um, so I'm just doing this and running around and deleting the trees. And then the brushes we can mow down, but the trees have to be taken out. I'm doing this for speed. If I tried to do this using the equipment for logging, it can take me forever. It just take me forever. And I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but you're not making any money from the chips and the wood. That's true. Well, I can cheat money in. I'm looking to save time. This would take me days to do this if I tried to do it that way. Because not only do I have to use the equipment and cut the tree down, then you have to cut the tree up, then you have to haul it off, and then you have to, get the chips and take all the stumps out, and it's just a pain in the butt. This is so fast and not hard. So this is how I've been doing it, just like this. And then mowing it or plowing it up, plowing it probably work. And those big boulders, I tried to take them out, but you can't. You'd have to go into Giant Editor to get them out. I don't want to do that. Too much trouble. You know me, I'm lazy. I got some people, they're gonna say, well, why don't you use the farm equipment and play it legit and all that kind of stuff. I've played this game for how many years now? And I've got tens of thousands of hours on this game. And so I'm just not into the authenticity. There's other people doing that kind of stuff now, and they got, bigger channels than I've got. So I'm 72. I'm trying to slow down. I tried to retire. For some reason, I have a certain number of people that want to watch my videos, so I'm still here, at least while I'm breathing. So we've got some, not completely yet, but we've got some bad news. I'm pretty upset. Addie has something bothering her, and she hasn't told us. And so we took her to the doctor, and they think she's got scoliosis. Now, we do have scoliosis, kind of runs in the family. I, for one, have showed you that one of my shoulders is higher than the other one. This shoulder here, if you were to have me stand up, they're off a little bit. I've had that my whole life. My oldest daughter, Erin, has a little bit of a curve in her spine. My niece, on Carol's side, had scoliosis so bad they had to go in and what do they call that when they put plates in you? Fuse. They had to fuse her spine and stuff to straighten it out. Now she's doing great. That was when she was 14, and my niece, and they just had their first baby, so she's doing great. She's, they were able to surgically fix her up. It was awful. She was really awful. Now Amy or Addie's, we're not. The only thing we're hopeful for is it hasn't been obvious because Carol and I haven't seen that problem. But then we find out it's because she's been kind of hiding it by wearing loose covered clothes and stuff. And she was afraid to tell us. And I said, well, that's, typical. And you wonder why we need to let kids vote when they can't make decisions. She's afraid to tell us that she has scoliosis and just letting it get worse. So anyway, that's another subject. But anyway, so that's what we're looking at. She went in yesterday for x-rays. And of course, they have to send them to a specialist to look at. So we don't know anything. And of course, there's a couple things that might happen. If it's not too bad, and again, it's bad. Scoliosis is not a good thing. So when you say something is not too bad, that's like me saying, oh, I don't have diabetes too bad. Diabetes is bad regardless of how bad it is. Anyway, the thing we're hoping for is that they've caught it and they can do therapy. If they can correct it with therapy, because that's what they'd try first, hopefully. But we don't know. It all depends on the x-rays. And so, of course, I'm just beside myself. I haven't been able to sleep for a couple nights, and I'm just really upset about it. Matt, how you doing? Matt's here. You're going to make enchiladas when you get off work? Good thing you don't have too far to drive, huh? The Krone Big M 450. Yeah, it's a pretty good piece of equipment. I've had many mowers that have been monstrosities and unrealistic and all that kind of stuff. I don't know for sure if they don't have something like this in real life. They very well could have. Some of the ones we had before were like 100 miles each way, and this one, it just has some wings that come out. That's not necessarily too far-fetched, but anyway, there is another part to it, though. It doesn't have collision on the tips. Andy, don't jump. What I mean is, if on the ends of the wings, they'll go right through a tree or a telephone pole. So, not the whole piece of equipment. If I hit it head on, it's not going to work. So there's collision there, and there's collision on the first part, I believe. Yeah, there is. But on the end, there shouldn't be any collision. I should be able to drive right through that, which I can. So that's kind of cool. But it's a pretty decent piece of equipment. I like it. Matt says he's all good. That's good. I really feel bad for Addie because she's really scared. And she didn't tell us because she's afraid that they would want her to have surgery, and she doesn't want it. She doesn't want that. And I tried to tell her, I said, I've had several surgeries. They went in me and were playing with my heart, for goodness sake. I've had open heart surgery. All right, what are the plows doing? How are they doing? Why do they stop like this? I don't understand. This is crazy. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, no, it's not. It's not crazy. There's a damn tractor in the road. Oh, man. All right. Which one is it? Is it Is that it? That's it. Yeah, surgery is scary, but then if you were to show her actual pictures of some people that have had really bad, scoliosis really bad, you would say fix that by any way, and all the pain that might be involved in the future. All right, now what was I looking for? The plow, and was a green one, wasn't it? All right, was it this one? Check the other guy out. Oh, he's got a long way to go. He's on the big field. Oh, holy smokes. This is going to take a while. All right, let's go pick up the grass, I guess. Well, the x-rays will tell. They told Carol 20 or 30 years ago that she needed to have her spine in her neck put a plate in and fuse it. That was 30 years ago. She went and had therapy and has been able to take care of it over the years using just stretching exercises and stuff to avoid surgery. And they said and eventually you're probably going to actually have to have the surgery. But until then, she's doing therapy, and she's made it for 30 years doing that. So it really all depends on how bad it is. And here's the thing. If you've got a medical issue and you go to a specialist in the field, what is the specialist going to do? So, in other words, if you go to a regular doctor and they say, let's try to do some exercises and therapy and see if we can put it together and see if that helps. But if you go to a surgeon, what's a surgeon do? A surgeon operates. The first thing the surgeon's going to do is say operation. They're not going to let you try therapy and see if that works, because that's not what they do. They're surgeons. They cut people. So I always recommend, if you've got some issue like that, talk to other doctors. If you immediately go to the surgeon, that's all he knows how to do is cut. That's what he's going to do. Yep, we'll schedule you for surgery right away. Let's just cut that thing out. So like Carol said, if she'd have went in 30 years ago, she'd have been living with not able to turn her head and, all kind of stuff, and she'd just been able to fix it with therapy. She just goes in, they do some massaging on not a regular basis if she ever has trouble. In the meantime, she's doing stretches, neck stretches, spine stretches, and, doing therapy, keeping her muscles strong. And that's been taking care of it for 30 some years. Holy smokes. That was kind of dramatic. Well, the other thing I'm worried about is, Addie's my granddaughter. She's not I'm not her guardian. She's not on our insurance. We have excellent insurance. They've got like Obamacare or something. Who knows what they're going to do, what they'll pay for. I don't know. I may have to mortgage the house. Yeah, if she doesn't have insurance to do anything, that means I'm going to have to pay cash for it. Who knows how many thousands of dollars that would be. Oh, why did it cut this way? That's weird. I wonder if I'm going to have to plow these fields up and replant the grass at any time. I guess I wouldn't have to, but I might get better yields if I replowed and fertilized, done all that stuff. Of course, I got more grass than I can use, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Well, we had an electrician here half a day yesterday. I don't know what that's going to cost. They get a couple $100 an hour, and he was here about 4 or 5 hours. He hooked up the power for the new range we're getting. It had a three wire outlet, and they had to change it to a 4. So he had to crawl under the house and do all kinds of diddly-do stuff, and he got that there. But while he was here, I had several other problems that I wanted him to look at, so he fixed a bunch of those. And so that all added another hour or so of his time. But tomorrow they're supposed to deliver the range. Finally, it went out at Thanksgiving, and we're finally going to get a new one in. And I'm officially broke now. I hope it's going to be an easy tax year. You fertilize after each mow, that's it. Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't really want to plow it. I was just kind of talking out loud, you know. You know, and also, I've been thinking about plowing all these fields into one big field, but I just thought about it. At some point, I might not need grass, and then I'd want maybe some smaller fields to put extra crops on. Like maybe I'll only need a handful of carrots, not a ton, kind of a thing. All right, what is this guy? What is he up to here? Let's see. There's 4 million in chaff in there. So grass, hay, silage, 5 million. That silage might be full. I thought I had set that to 50 million, but maybe I didn't. Let's go check that out. Oh, is it gonna rain? We got rain today and wind, and the forecast was for 99% rain, and it was 99% heavy rain. That was the forecast. And I see all these people outside dressed in t-shirts and shorts. I said, what the hell are you people doing? We're waiting for that 1% that it isn't raining. I said, okay. You're all gonna die of pneumonia. You dumb shits. Of course, I'm just joking about that, but it isn't far. It isn't far off the mark. In Oregon, we do, even in the winter, have people running around in shorts and t-shirts, and we don't use umbrellas here, and it rains all the damn time. So that, yeah, that scenario probably isn't too far off the mark, I should say. All right, let's see what we got. Silage. Oh, we got thunder along with the rain. All right, let's wait for that. Wait for that. Let's see, we get, I'm not sure, but I think I've got, oh, I took one of the tractors that I was pulling the planter with to do that plowing in that other field. So let's replace it with this one. I'm not ready to plow that anyway. I got to get the trees out of there. But let's head out that way. If I can get through here without getting stuck. This rig takes up the whole damn road, don't it? We got down to 37 last night with a high today of 50, I think. I don't know if it ever reached 50. And we've had rain for 2 months solid. We've only had 1 or 2 days that it didn't rain in the last 2 months. And starting this weekend, we're supposed to have 4 or 5 days of no rain. No sun, but no rain. It's supposed to be cloudy and dreary. Believe it or not, that's a weather forecast here. One day says rain, one day says showers, one day says dreary. That means no rain, but no sunshine, just gloomy. And is it dark? Oh my God. I mean, it's only light a few hours of the day this time of year. But when it's dreary like that, you got to have the lights on in the house, even in the daytime. It's so damn dark. Because the clouds, they're not just wispy clouds. I can't see, 5 feet in front of me clouds. All right, we'll leave this guy here. Let's get the other little plow because I need this tractor for seeding. Then we'll head back to the hacienda. 77 degrees, huh? I saw one of the gals that I watched that is a pilot in real life. She has a job flying those Cirrus airplanes. Cirrus airplanes are the ones that have the parachutes in them. If anybody hasn't seen those, there's they're small planes. They're single and twin engine planes, but they have an actual parachute in them. So if you lose the engine, you just pull a button. There's an actual rocket that shoots the parachute out, and then the plane just comes down gradually. Generally, you're going to have damage to the plane, but it's better than not living, than crashing the plane. Anyway, she has a job flying those around, so she flies them to air shows so that people can see the actual planes at an air show, and then they sell them, and then she flies them to wherever somebody buys them. Like, let's say they make them back east or something, and somebody in Texas buys one. It's her job to fly it to Texas for the new owner. Well, anyway, she was flying into Fort Worth yesterday. She flew into Fort Worth with one of them, and I thought of Scorp. Scorp lives in that area, Dallas-Fort Worth area. All right, what do I do with this plow? I'll crash it into the building. All right. There's a cedar over there. We gotta get seed, and we won't have anything to harvest this year. Anybody seen any new maps out that we might want to look at? All right, this one is not seeded. I thought I did oats on one of those
Oh,
fields.
yeah.
Patrick. Cheers, Patrick. Equal distance between Fort Worth and Dallas. Man, you're a big city sandwich, ain't you? You're the meat in a big city sandwich. All right, I think I'm going to do, I don't know. Let's do some oats in this one. Thunder and lightning, everything frightening. Okay, let's reset that, do that, and do that, and do that, and see what happens. Solid fertilizer. All right. So I'm going to run over to those grass fields and start fertilizing over there now that they're harvested. Still didn't pick up all the poop. Okay, hang on. Scorpion says he figured out those pivots and why they didn't fold back up. IU didn't already. What does that mean, Scorp? IU didn't already? I don't know what that... Doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm going to need an explanation on that comment. I don't understand it. I didn't really already. Oh, if. Is that what you meant to say? If you didn't already? Okay, no, I didn't. I leased them the last time, and so I just unleashed them. I didn't bother folding them up. Which, in one respect, is a good way to do it. Because you just put them in till you need to harvest, and then you unleash them and they're gone. That's not a bad way to do it. All right, so this one's ready. I think you could fertilize while it's raining. I don't think it'll stop you from that. Yeah, I figured it out, Scorpion, that you just missed the F and if. Isn't that funny? One letter would make it so confusing. Until I thought about it. See, that's one of the problems about doing stuff like this. You're doing about 15 things and you see something and you don't have time to really think about it. Is it just that, well, that didn't make any sense, and you move on. And then when I thought about it, I thought, well, what could he have meant? Well, if he'd have put if, that would make sense. Crazy. All right, onward. Where's the other? Oh, what's he doing? Working in the rain. He's working in the rain. Okay, this guy can go to work too, so let's grab him. Muddy tires. So how'd you figure it out? What was I doing wrong? Oh, that needs plowing. I thought I was done plowing. Huh. All right. Well, I do have the other plow, and it's not being used, so I might as well get it. Where'd I put the damn thing, though? Are you kidding? I lost my plow. There it is. All right, let's just get it back. Let's see, which field was it? This one? Man, flopped him down hard. You drop it, Z to open it, turn on the engine, B, start the sprayer, X to make it go, and then you have to hit the X to make it go all the way back around again with the sprayer off. Then you can Z to close it. That seems kind of overly complicated. You've actually figured that out, or did you find a description someplace? So you got to make it go all the way around, then all the way around back, and then you can undo it? That's crazy. Crazy. So the guy that came from the electrical company, the electrician, is my neighbor right behind my house. He lives right behind my house. His dad lives 2 houses down from me, and the house that's in between his dad and me was built by his dad, and it used to be owned by a friend of mine that was also a postmaster over in Washington. I mean, that's what you got to love about living in a small town. You know, everybody's either related. What the hell? What's... It's telling me to get off my ass and get some exercise, stretches and stuff. My phone, it's my watch. My watch says it's been an hour. If you can't get up and walk around, at least get up and stretch. It says. Okay, I'll do that right away. Silly rain. Silly rain, tricks are for kids. Man, that's going to take forever. All right, well, what else do I do? Oh, I was gonna fertilize the grass, which he's already doing, isn't he? Is he done? Are you done? Well, maybe he is. Wow, that didn't take very long. Okay. Read the description on the mod and tried it 3 times and it worked every time. Okay. Yeah, see, that would have been my last resort. I'd have worked on it for 6 or 7 hours until I figured it out. And then my last resort would be to read the instructions. I've been that way my whole life. I hate reading instructions. I just want to figure it out. And I've figured out some pretty complicated crap in my day just by figuring it out. There's another word that's stupid in English right there, Scorpion, right there. You said you read the description. Well, that's also read. So did you read it or did you read it? It's the same word and it's got 2 different meanings. One of them is you're actually physically reading something or you're going to read something. The other one is you've already read it. But yet it's the same word spelled exactly the same way. And they wonder why people can't speak English very well. It's crazy language. Gonna make enchiladas, may not be back after. What, you gonna get sick after? All right, have fun. Enjoy the enchiladas. Oh, wait. Is it chicken enchiladas? Or beef or pork? Carol always makes chicken. I'd rather have beef or pork, but Carol, it isn't like I don't eat them. I do, but I would prefer that they weren't chicken. In my opinion, we eat too damn much chicken, and then people wonder why everything tastes like chicken. What snake tastes like? Chicken. What does this taste like? Chicken. What's that taste like? Chicken. You read it this morning. So you didn't read it this morning. You did read it this morning. Did you read it though? It's already read. My nose, it always itches when I live stream. Never when I'm not live streaming. Always when I'm live streaming. I don't know why. It's crazy. I wish I could make enchiladas. Why does your wife make enchiladas? She's a cook? Oh, wait a minute. You used to be one too, didn't you? He's probably gone. I'm talking to the monitor here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alexa, where's my stuff?
Let me check. Your most recent delivery arrived today around 1:52 p.m. via UPS to Warrenton. You also have 3 items currently being prepared that should arrive by January 8th. Yesterday you received another package via USPS that was placed in your mailbox. Need details on any specific delivery?
No, thank you.
Sounds good.
Okay, so now you know why I'm broke this Christmas. I'm still getting parcels. Jeez. Okay, I got to answer this. Addie just called me, so let's see here. See if it's important. All right, and then supposedly they delivered that package you just heard. It's raining like hell out there, and I don't trust UPS. They'll just throw it on the damn sidewalk, and it's probably soaking wet. So I'll be right back. All righty, I'm back. Alexa said, my stuff coming tomorrow. Is it? You're... That's funny. That's hilarious. I have control over everybody's Alexa. That's within earshot of the speaker.
Was that for me?
No, sorry. I got caught. She heard me. Okay, why won't? Oh. It's already got, I almost said it already had insurance on it. It's already got fertilizer on it, so it ain't gonna work. Okay, fine. Be that way. See if I care. That's hilarious. Oh, it's past soup du jour. I have, in actuality, I have one of my favorite, and I have to find it. Yeah, I got one left. It's a special day, and it's a red letter day because it's a red Mountain Dew. It's a code red, Mountain Dew. So that makes it a red letter day. Anybody that doesn't know what a red letter day is, in the old Bibles, every time Jesus said something, the print would be in red. And so they would call it red letter chapter or whatever. Okay. Oh man, that's good. And cold, 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 cold. It's really cold if you're already cold. Really. All right. Where were we? Getting this fertilizer guy off the field. What do you guys think of Scorpion thinking that making enchiladas was more important than watching my live stream? I don't blame him. I would think it would be more important myself. Food over computers? Yeah, man. All right, well, I don't think I can do that one yet. It's got to be finished up. So let's just stop this. And oh, I forgot this. Was that 2 million? What the hell am I going to do with that much silage? All right, I'm going to run this over to the TMR mixer. Because we're making TMR. Well, wait a minute. Before I do that, I'm making TMR for money, for sale, but let's make sure we don't need it over here. We might. Oh boy. Yeah. So that's grass, that's straw, and that's silage, or is that hay? That might be hay. I think it is. Hey. Okay. So let's bring it over here and stuff. Okay, let me in. No. I always thought that was kind of rude asking her, "Where's my stuff?" It's on its way, hey. Yeah, the world we live in, they got a new term now for people. Porch pirates. People that steal your parcels right off your porch. These are your neighbors. What is going on with the old world? Back when I was a kid, your neighbor would bring your parcel to you. If it was raining and the guy left it out in the rain, the neighbor would grab it and bring it over. Something misdelivered. Now, if somebody delivers one of your packages to your neighbor by mistake, you'll never see it. The neighbor just keep it and then tell you he didn't get it. I tell you, this old world ain't what it used to be. When I was a Ute. All right, anything else needs silage? I can't remember. Do the pigs don't need silage, do they? I don't think so. I don't think the goats do. Well, there's one way to find out. Let's just look. Look here. Oh, here. Chickens. Sheeps. Sheeps don't need... They need grass. They need grain. They need grass. Pigs. Protein. Okay, protein, that's silage, isn't it? Protein. Let's see. But see, I think they're getting that. I don't think they're getting that from... I think they're getting that from pig food. They're getting all that from pig food, I think. Not from silage, so I don't think that's right. All right, let's take this then, and we'll put it in the factory that's making the TMR. I'm doing a Code Red, Matt. Code Red Mountain Dew. Oh, Scorpion back? No, he's not back. He's trying to fool you, Andy. Don't fall for it. I sure feel much better getting a beard trim and a haircut. I was feeling kind of miserable before Christmas, and that's weird because I've always grown my beard out for Christmas. Wait a minute. I thought I picked all that crap up, put it away. Did I miss the eggs? Evidently I did. There's eggs laying out there. Okay, what do we got here? Straw. Is that hay? I think it is. This might take a while. Hey, Lori was working something. I didn't realize that. Let's see what she got finished. Oh, was she doing this? Probably. Oh. We're waiting for a train to come. How dangerous is this? Probably very mucho dangerous. He sure said as much, didn't he, Matt? Now, my question is, if that border means that this is now a field, because if it is, I should be able to hire a worker and have him finish the plowing up and not have to do it manually. I'm not entirely sure. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. How did I miss that one? Look, it's a lone pine. The Lone Ranger. Okay, I cleared that corner out. Got... Huh. Am I at the end? Just this area here? I don't know. Let's find out. That was Tina driving that? Must have been the fertilizer then. Those were the only two that were working that got finished while I was dinking around with UPS. And I didn't even have to worry about it. Carol had went out and got it. Normally they don't ring a bell or nothing. They just throw it on the porch and run. And so you never know it really got here. That's why I asked, what's her name? To make sure that it got delivered. It's not even mine. It's in my name, but it's Addie's. I can't even remember what she bought. Okay, got a phone call today from my heart doctor. Wants to see me in March. So I had to make an appointment for that. I go to a specialist. You have to have a particular heart problem to see this particular doctor. You have to have a very special. Oh, I think we're done. Whatever it is, I didn't ask him what it was. I was talking to his nurse, and I was asking her if they were taking new patients. Because my wife goes to see a colleague of my doctor's, and she didn't really care for him that well as a doctor because she doesn't ever get to see the doctor. She gets to see a physician's assistant, but she's paying to see a heart specialist. And so that's when the nurse told me, well, unfortunately, you have a particular kind of a heart issue that is special, and your doctor deals only with those kinds of patients. And my doctor's also, though, I've been told by people at the hospital that my doctor is one of the better heart surgeons in in the whole area, and that he's the one that all the other heart doctors come to for consultation when they can't figure something out. So I said, that's my doctor. I want that one. I want the one everybody else wants to be like. All right, now here's going to be the test. If I got all the trees out of here, is this guy going to be able to recognize this round thing that I made, this border? Is it going to recognize that as a field? And if it is, I should be able to hire the guy to just do it without me having to do it manually. So let's see how this is set up. Okay, it's set up correctly. And then now I have to set it. It's not going to do it because, let me double check. Yeah, okay. It has to be set up to create a field. So we need to do something like that and then see what he will do. And he isn't going to do anything. Field not found. Okay, it doesn't consider it a field yet. Oh, I was worried about that. Okay. Yeah, I was worried about that. All right, let's see if we can set this up a little bit different. We're going to go to steering assist. No field detected to preview, it says. So I won't even be able to do that. I'm just going to have to do it manually. Bummer. This is going to take forever. Yeah, now that I think about it, this is what I had to do on that other big field over there. It's just going to take time. Can't be avoided. I'm going to have a couple of big fields here when I'm done. Maybe not as big as that other one, but I wanted to get these two fields because there's a road between my other field there and this one, and then there's a river over there. So I wanted to get, in between the river and the road. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, we're into January. And I'm waiting to find out whether the government is going to follow through on their promise. They promised to have the tax laws changed that we didn't have to pay taxes on Social Security. I don't know if they followed through on it or not. I guess we'll find out this year if I have to pay taxes on the money I already paid taxes on. I wonder what I did that for. I think I was going to fix that. this right here. I went a little bit too wide here. And I was going to fix it. Okay. Now, gonna round that out a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I didn't put courseplay in this at all. Andy said I could have used courseplay, and that's true, but I don't have it in the game. Then I don't know if it's worth putting in just for this. Carlo, you're 9 years old. I don't have it set up for multiplay, Carlo. It's just set up for single play. And because I'm live streaming, I don't like to do that. You're 9 years old, huh? Grandpa, run core 7. What's up, Grandpa? Where am I from? I'm in Oregon, United States. And I don't know how are you guys on YouTube? You're supposed to be 13 or something like that, aren't you? To be able to get an account with YouTube. I know that technically I'm supposed to ban anybody that's underage. But I don't think YouTube's paying too much attention to me. I'm small potatoes. Yeah. Do you remember, Andy, what age I'm supposed to do that? I'm supposed to block anybody from the stream that's underage. No, don't ban you. Well, like I just said, Carlo, I don't think YouTube's looking that close at me. And even if they are, they just give me a warning to start with. But yeah, technically I'm supposed to. Every YouTuber's supposed to. There is there's even a thing that I have to put on everything I do that says this is not made for children. You have to have a special page for children. If you don't, then I'm supposed to ban anybody that's underage. I would if I was into sports, but I don't. I don't know anything about sports, so. Oh, look. Did it just recognize this as a field? Because where did those come from? This is weird. Let me go back in and put it on AI again. and see what happens. Nope, they're still not going to do it. But that was weird. You saw those marks, didn't you? Huh. Okay. Well, let me go back and see what it's going to do here. Now that they're not going to show up again. There they are. That's weird. Isn't that weird? That is weird. All right, let's see. All right, let me get up to this line. Oh, that's odd. What did I just do? That wasn't right. Now they went away. Okay, it shut the control down. Let me try that again. Okay, and then let's try this again. Oh, wait. That was AI worker. Let me switch it to steering assist and try it again. Oh, man. There they are. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong damn key. Hang on. Pardon my French. That's why I'm supposed to do what I said earlier. Yeah, I have to mark something on my videos that says that there may be bad language. I can't figure this out. All right, that's what's supposed to happen. Let's see if I can catch up with this, because that saved me a lot of trouble. Carlo, are you still here? Where are you from? I want to see how far this goes. If it continues on, I'll be able to use it. I don't understand what's happening here. keep hitting the wrong button. Dang it. Okay, now it ends. Now what? There it goes. It's crazy. It's pretty interesting, but it's crazy. Look at even put that little jag in there. Is Carlo gone? I was going to give him a suggestion. He probably got scared off. I was just going to give him a suggestion. Maybe it wouldn't be the right thing to tell everybody how old you are. Yeah, every video that I put up, even the live stream, when I get done here, I have to go and tick the boxes. Is this made for children? Yes or no? And obviously it's going to be no. If it's yes, then you got to do some stuff. But the other thing is, I have to say if there's bad language, and if there is, how serious of bad language. So it's not carrying on. It's got the blue lines. Where's the orange lines? It's weird. This is weird. Well, it's going straight, but it's not going... I wonder. Let me pull over this way. I don't know. That's crazy. No field detected. Yeah, it's not a big deal, Matt. I mean, the worst they can do is, you know, is ban me from YouTube. If they do that, it's not a big deal. I'd be forced to retire. Hey, John's here. How you doing, John? Okay, I gotta be careful here because I don't wanna create a field outside of my area here, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. They come on for a minute or two and then they're gone. So I might as well turn that assist off. It's not gonna work. John, are you doing cartwheels yet? Might as well turn that off. You couldn't before the accident. John, can you play the piano again? Yeah, I'm with you there. I can't do a damn cartwheel. Well, I never could. I'm not very flexible. I've never been very flexible. Even when I was in grade school and they told you to bend over and touch your toes, I couldn't do it without bending my knees. Yeah, it takes this plow will take the brush, grass, everything. We're gonna have a fresh field out here. Get it all fertilized and limed, and we're gonna have more crops than we know what to do with. Speaking of which, how did the truck turn out? Is he full? Is this full? Must be. Okay. Well, now what am I gonna do? Take it back in storage, I guess. Yeah, I've never been flexible. Good thing I didn't want to grow up and be a ballerina or a gymnast. Yeah, reach over and bend over and touch your toes. Why would you ever want to do that? I have to ask for help putting socks on. I can touch my nose though. That comes in handy. Touching your nose. That comes in handy if you have a runny nose. Or if you have an itch, you can scratch your nose. Oh, shoot. What am I doing here? I need to go to the main farm. Let's see how this is going to work. Oh, that was nice. Worked fine. Except for I'm now stuck in the deep dirt here. You touch your nose too? Can you touch other people's noses? Why would you want to? I don't know. All right, we're out of the deep dirt. Been a while since I've been in the old hacienda. I don't know why I put such a big house in. I'm never in it. So you must be feeling better, John. I can't imagine. Is it getting dark? Is that the sun going down? Right there. That must be the sun going down. Which direction that's going? Oh, hey, the sun's going down in the west. Is that's correct, isn't it? Well, I mentioned not going to the hacienda for quite some time. Let's go in and first of all, let me get out of the air. I was flying. I don't want to be flying. I'll get stuck on the stairs if I'm flying. We're going to catch some Z's here. Sleepy time. You haven't tried to touch somebody else. Yeah, they probably wouldn't like that. At a minimum, you'd get your hand slapped. Nowadays, you never know what's going to happen. I just saw, it was a courtroom. I just saw a courtroom video. It was a real courtroom with a real judge and bailiffs and all that kind of stuff and lawyers. Some woman is suing a 13-year-old kid. So she takes this kid to court and she's suing him because this kid lives on a street that's got a couple of old people on it that are neighbors to him. And so he gets up before school and goes out and shovels the snow off of their sidewalks so they can get out of their house. One of the guys is 87 years old and can't shovel his snow. The other neighbor is in their 70s and has a broken hip. So this little kid, 13 years old, gets up every morning and goes out and cleans their sidewalks for them before he goes to school. One of his other neighbors is suing him because he's scraping the snow off the sidewalks and putting it to the side. It happens to be on her property. She's suing him because he's throwing snow onto her yard. And this woman is telling the judge she don't care. She actually says this in this many words. I don't care that the kid's getting up and doing this before school. I don't care that he's doing it for free. I don't even care that the old people can't do it themselves. I'll only care that I have paid for my lawn to be treated. And Judge, do you know how much that costs? Judge didn't care. She threw the case out. But can you imagine suing some little kid for helping older people? And the little kid, he's having to defend himself. He's standing in the court talking to the judge, and he says, and he has to say, yeah, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning before school, and I do this for these people that can't do it themselves. One is 87, one is got a broken hip, and he says, my dad taught me to help people. That was his case. That's all his case was. Oh, one more thing. He said, I didn't mean to put snow on somebody else's yard. There's snow everywhere. I was just getting it off the sidewalk. That was his defense. And this woman is just screaming how mad she was at this kid. He needs to be thrown in jail. You know, he needs to pay for my lawn that I spent thousands of dollars on. The judge just looked at the woman and laughed and said, case dismissed. I can't believe people nowadays. I know what I'd have said if I was a judge. I said, look, we've got things to care about here. You don't care. You've said that. You don't care. You don't care about the kid. You don't care about the old people that can't, that need help. My judgment, I would say, comes down to whether I care and which side do I care about. And I say, I care about the old people that can't do it, the little kid that's taking his time to do it for free before school. That's where my care lies. We all know where yours does. Get the hell out of here. That's what I just said. Probably don't want me as a judge. Rob's working this field, this big field. And he's coming down to the end, it looks like. or one end anyway. All right, I got to get back to, where was I? Where's my other plow? Oh, just stopped in the field. Do I have to completely start it over since I slept? No, it still knows I'm making a field. Okay, good, good, good. But here's the funny part. The woman's mad because the little kid's shoveling snow onto her yard. Did she not have snow on her yard when everybody else did? So what's the difference in a little bit more snow? Is she going to sue Mother Nature for dropping the snow on her yard in the first place? I'm hoping it cost her a fortune to try to sue somebody. Makes you shake your head about the shape of the world nowadays, doesn't it? I still have another field to do. I might do that offline. You don't need to see me do this, I suppose. I've showed you what I've done. I need to take the trees down first, though. Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. We're going to get our new stove in tomorrow. I'm going to tell you, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bake a cake. I'm going to bake me an angel food cake. We haven't had a stove since Thanksgiving, a cooking stove. Now that doesn't mean we can't cook. I've got griddles that I can cook on if I want to make eggs and hash browns and stuff, pancakes, things like that. I got a portable set of burners, to cook on with pots and pans and fry things, and we've got a microwave, and we've got a big. I bought Carol a couple years ago a very large air fryer, and it does a lot of stuff. It'll do a lot of stuff. And then I have a portable oven that I could use to bake things. We're not really big in bacon anyway. Well, not bacon, baking. Like I'm no cake baker. I like angel food. That's my favorite. So I'm gonna make one of those. Well, she didn't break any laws, so there wouldn't be anything to arrest her for. Socially, this is an adult that should be out there helping her elderly neighbors instead of depending on a little boy doing it. So, you know, in a lot of these cities and stuff, there's people that live right next door to people for 20 years and not even know their names. Know absolutely nothing about them. And that's kind of sad. That's kind of what I miss about country life. In the country, the farmers all know each other. You know, they know their neighbors. That's Bob over there. We go out and help him harvest every year. You know, but in the city, they could live right next to each other for 30 years and not know each other. Not even have said hello or good morning. I'd be embarrassed to go into a courtroom and admit that I'm an adult and I just let these old, and I don't care if these old people, you know, starve to death because they can't get food to their house because the snow's so deep. People like that ought to be ashamed of themselves. But they're not. They're not. They only care about themselves. They don't care about anybody else. Enchiladas in the oven. So, Scorpion, you left before I could ask you. Are you doing chicken? What kind of enchiladas you making? And do you... Carol does chicken, but she also does half of them flour and half of them corn tortillas. Because I don't like the flour ones. I eat the corn ones. And a couple of them don't like olives. I like olives on my enchiladas. So Carol puts olives on mine. And green peppers. What's that green pepper stuff that they use? I just gave Scorpion about 15 things to think about, and it's time for me to go. I might not ever hear an answer. As slow as YouTube is. Beef and refried bean mix and cheese. Well, that sounds good. I'd eat it. Stupid is as stupid does. What's that mean? What did I say? It was stupid. I don't get it. I think I'm confusing the timing of this. Either Scorpion heard some of what I was talking about, but I just thought he came in when he said hello. So maybe he heard about that Karen woman. Maybe that's what he's talking about. In answer to Matt's question. What did Matt say? Why would she be suing 30? Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If I'd have done something like that, I'd be so embarrassed. I wouldn't want to show my face in the neighborhood ever again. I mean, I'd move away just to hide my shame. But these people are shameless that would do stuff like that. So, all right, it's after 3. I gotta go, and I'm thinking about continuing this and getting it done between now and Thursday. I mean, I'm almost done with this one, and you got to see me do it. So, What I have to do to that one is just get rid of all these trees. That's going to be a job right there. And I don't know if you want to watch me do that. I don't know why you would. But there were more trees on this than the other field. This has a ton of trees on it. That's going to take some time. So I think I'll probably just work on that while I'm watching a movie on Netflix or something. I did finish watching Wednesday Addams, the new season. I don't watch Stranger Things. I only watched 2 or 3 episodes of the very first season, so I'm not going to... Everybody else is watching that. I'm not going to watch that because I'd have to binge. I don't feel like it. But I do need to watch the Fallout season. I haven't watched it yet. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys, thanks for joining me today. And I'll catch you on Thursday. I'm thinking about doing something tomorrow. We'll see if I do or not. I got a new game I picked up that's just the silliest thing I've ever done. So I'm thinking about maybe doing something on it. If I do, it might just be take a look at this game and then just one stream and get it over with. We'll see. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. Otherwise, I'll see you Thursday. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and ta-ta for now. Scorpion's watching The Expanse. That's a damn good show right there. I did watch that. Anyway, bye.